some parts are still hidden somewhere. Correct? Some parts are still flabby somewhere. Still won't go away. What are you going to do? So you get answer to that. Interesting? Yeah? And then you also know how to maximize the whole range of our sports nutrition, which is our Formula 1 sports and CR7. How to utilize that, capitalize that in our workout regime so that you grow more lean muscle mass. You want more lean muscle mass? Right? You want lean because you don't want just volume, you want real muscles. You want definition, you want tone. Not just looking bulky, but no definition. Right? That's not a trend. Our trend is to look lean, fit, low fat, lean. Okay? And then you also know how to, before workout, what do you do, what do you take? During workout, what do you take? After workout, what do you take? And these are the few key learnings, if you pay attention. Let's start with this. Is the video going to move? Okay, I've been working out since I was 18 years old. Now I'm 48. Good to celebrate, right? The music, thank you. September turning 49. So I've been taking protein shakes for 31 years. Been buying online, buying from retail stores and non-stop since I was 18 years old. So to my knowledge, protein is always been part of me. I've never stopped taking protein. I never stopped taking glutamine. Right, that's how I work out. That's courtesy of my, that time, my personal trainer went in front of my team as well. Please stand up. Yeah. I'm going to repeat that at the curve, right? At the curve fitness first. Yeah, so we spent a lot of time working out together. So the video just now, during the opening video, they're all my team, my frontline team. So our direction is really expand further on to advocate fitness, to coach more people in gaining healthier lifestyle using our products and exercise. So that we have a whole holistic complete of our mission, 80-20 lifestyle. So this is my men's health cover guide. That time, this was 2 years ago. This one was 2 years ago. And this is now. Why I show this? Because most of your transformation picture will be from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Me from here to here, same thing. So whenever Audrey asks transformation picture from me, it's like that. There's no difference. So what is the difference actually? The difference is deep inside. Deep, very deep inside. So what is deep inside? I heard B0 fat, thank you. Give them a round of applause. Right? So I told you I've been having protein since I was how many years old? 18. Yeah, 18 years old until 3 years ago I was 46. Never heard of B0 fat before. And whenever I measure at the gym, I only look at two things. I'm sure we used to look at two things only in the gym scale. What do you see? Total weight and total body fat. That's it. Even though there are other lines to look at, nobody teaches how. The first two lines is more important. And now, at that time when I met Audrey for information, Audrey, my angel, my first line, my coach, we never knew each other. Never knew. Total stranger. She messaged me on Instagram.
Like your body.
Yes, she kind of stalked me on Instagram and sent me a private message. He's her. Yeah, yeah, that's how she approached people. I never knew her, not through any contact, not through any friends connection, totally stranger. And just messaged me, oh, we are launching Formula 1 sports endorsed by Cristiano Ronaldo. Would you be interested to come and meet to discuss the business plan? I remember the actual word, right? So me very open-minded, And that time I was thinking of something else to do as well. So we met up and she talked about it, and then I started my 10-day program 2 years ago. Right? And here, within a week of the 10-day program, my visceral fat, guess my visceral fat here, you see still see my pecs, very lean. Guess my visceral fat, how low? You just talk about deep inside, very fat, cannot be 0.
5.
4 and 9.
5.
Other 10. 5. 11. Thank you. 10. Thank you. Wow, macam like what? 16. Thank you. Calling once, calling twice, so. It was 14. Wow. 14 based on our teaching, coaching. Which level are we at? Alarming. Very alarming. I got scared because even though I'm fit and I've been exercising since I was 18, I'm naturally high cholesterol. It's in my family. Naturally, every year I go for medical checkup, doctor always say you're on the borderline. But I just refuse to take the drugs to control. No statin. Right, so 10 days in the program, on the 8th day, right? On the 8th day only, right? Dropped the first result.
The first 3 days you already dropped 1.
Yeah, because we remember vividly because I took this 10-day program the same week where Christmas Eve was. Long weekend holiday, Christmas Eve. Then I challenged her. Christmas Eve I would drink, I would eat my fruit cake. I would drink my wine. Then she made up her mind, she scammed me again, even before 10 days. It was dropped from 14 to 11. Just by switching the type of protein, which Dr. Simon mentioned earlier, it's all about absorption. So this is a huge difference between why we take this supplement compared to the retail brand. And we'll take you through further what's the big difference between the retail brand versus our brand. You want to know more? Yeah. Right? So, since I won the men's cover guide, there are many doors open for me to expand more into helping people and expose myself more in this fitness industry. So this is a magazine from Singapore, wrote an article about me. That's why I was working out since I was 18, hence the story about journey from a boy to a man, my whole history of working out. Right? And then the Sun paper also wrote about our renowned 10-day program. Right? So we said at cafe, we talk about everything about the 10 days, why we do 10 days, why not 20 days, and so forth. So that leads me to open my own NC after 1 year taking the products, gotten good results, and I've transformed from just being NC into a gym as well. So I do Fit Club. But my strength is more to one-to-one coaching. So all my coaching packages now will include our supplements, our Formula 1 shakes. So this is my whole gang. We call it Fit Nuts. Stands for Fitness Nutrition. Not nuts, okay? Fitness and nutrition merge. It's called Fit Nuts Gang. And Fitness Gang up there, where are you? Also, your Fit Nut Gang. Yeah. Right, this have expanded, and this is how I so believe in the products, in the education and the journey the brand gives to me, and how I want to spread more, because it's very much in me myself in terms of education, right? And for your information, until today, I'm still doing part-time. No full-time. Full-time, I'm with L'Oreal, a beauty company, so I'm always about beauty. So in daytime, I teach about scalp and hair training. I'm very professional in scalp care and hair care. At nighttime, I train body care. Until today. And I'm proud to announce to Audrey that from September, I'll be going full-time. And serving notice now, 3-month notice. Because already 10 years in L'Oreal, enough. I have to chase for myself, like like Super Mario said, traits. One client per day. Right? And why we do this, we also mentioned a lot of times how we combat obesity in Malaysia. Right? There are more and more bubble tea mushrooming around town. Bubble tea shops.
Yeah.
Who is bubble tea fans here?
Aaron.
A lot of hands, huh? The bubble tea. Any brands? Aaron, bubble tea? Wow, you know how many grams of sugar in the bubble tea? How many?
18 teaspoons.
18, at least 18 teaspoons of sugar in a cup of bubble tea. Not to mention fats, because they're all milk based, correct?
Yeah, fat.
And your visceral fat will increase because these are all trans fats, very bad trans fat, right? And also, what is the number one disease in Malaysia? It's heart attack, right? Who has friends younger than you died of heart attack? Thank you. Clogged arteries, stroke. Right? We all aware, we all agree, right? So how do we help to do that? Exactly what I'm doing with my team and at my NC. And look at Star Paper. In 2017, there are 37 deaths compared to 2007. It's only 24 deaths. It's been increased. And surprisingly, look at being a multicultural country. We have the 3 different main races: Malays, Indians, and Bumiputera. The highest is kena means that the heart disease is among Indians. Why? This is the truth. It's from the Star Paper. I didn't invent it. Curry. Curry, right? Most Indian food cooked with rich cream, curries, and not as light as the Cantonese food. Right? So this is the fact. And our heart is muscle. Right? That's why we exercise. We exercise not just to burn fat. Heart is the same as any muscle in the group. How many muscles that Dr. Sumon mentioned we have this morning? Who listen?
More than 600.
Very wow, good listener. Huh? Very good listener. You managed to get their attention. More than 600 muscles, and heart is one of them. And exercise will help you muscle work and pump, so that your heart becomes stronger, pump more healthier blood. Does it make sense? Right? And when you pump your heart, it also burns fat. That's where I come in. How do you burn your stubborn fat? Hidden here. After many years of meal plan, still here, flabby. What happened? Right? Do this. When we work out, how do we burn all the stubborn fat? I love emoji like Dr. Sumon. All the emojis are out. Right? When we exercise, we join like one of my team, Rachel. Where's Rachel? Please stand up. Rachel is a very good example. Thank you, Rachel. Of joining 5 classes per day.
Wow.
Many classes per day, lining up. One class, okay, not enough. Go again. But fat's still there. Right? Get skinny, lean, but the fat percentage still there. What happened? Because you burn calorie, it doesn't mean you burn the fats. Make sense? And also, you may also burn the food taken earlier. Right? Now you are under the meal plan, you control your calorie, you know your magic number, you are not accumulating new fats. What about the existing fat in our body? How do we get rid of it? Right? This is what I mentioned just now, Rachel's program, X program. Do a lot of cardio, focus 10% nutrition, and the others are HIIT, high interval intensity workout, like the body combat, right? Like the cross training, minimum rest, non-stop for 10-15 minutes to raise the heartbeat. But most of all, do a lot of cardio. People go gym to run treadmill and do bicycle and join classes. What about other things, right? By right, you like to burn fats and gain lean muscle, and your calories still burn after you stop working out. You should focus more on nutrition and weight training, and spend less on cardio and HIIT if you want to build lean muscle. How many can tell me, if you observe the body type of, last 5 minutes already, I just started off. Okay, if you observe the body of a marathon runner, How's the body type? How's the physique like? Very thin, right? Because they run long distance. What about the Olympic runner who run 100 meter, sprint 100 meter? How's your body type like? Solid, muscular legs, right? So which type of body you want? Muscular, right? If you want thin body, you run. You want muscular, maintain muscle mass, you don't run so much, you do more strength training. Does it make sense? Right? So how do you do that? How to make sure you're actually burning your stubborn fat? Here's the formula. Get your calculator out, your phone. Get your phone out. Go into calculator mode. Calculator mode, press 220. 220 minus your own age. You get the number? Once you get the number, 60 to 70% times 70%, that should be a maximum heart rate. This new number, right? 220 minus your age, then you times 70%. That figure will be your maximum heart rate, 124. Right? 124, right? 120, 130, 140. That will be your maximum heart rate. So how do you do that? This will be the number. If you want to burn your stubborn fat, you need to spend more time in maintaining this heart rate. That's why when company gives you a promotion, they give you a Fitbit to measure your heart rate, is to measure this, not for fashion purpose. Right? Measure. Make sense? Okay? Do that for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let's say you walk in a park with this pace. You must find a pace until you are at that heart rate. Once you get that heart rate, then you maintain the speed for about 15 minutes at least. Then you'll be burning your existing fat. Does it make sense? Right? Don't go too fast, don't go too slow. Find that heart rate zone and spend more time in that. Make sense? Got it? Give me one clap if you got it. Got it. Good. So how do you do that? Step 2. Find step 3. Next step is find your own pace of workout. For beginners, for example, choose the right workout. Why do I have stands and parking there? How to raise your heart rate? When you find parking space, don't park to the nearest spot to the entry. You park further. Walk more. Raise your heart rate. Can you do that? When you go to the shopping mall, when you go to the shop, must triple park, double park at the front entrance. I don't know why. It's impossible for you to park further and walk. Right? And then the second one for beginners or runners, that's where you find you like to run, find your heart rate zone, like just now, the calculation. It's all about strategy. Make sense? And for gym lovers, those of you already doing pumping, strength training, lifting weights, spend the end of the last 20 minutes to do some cardio workout. The last after you pump your weights, spend the last 15 to 20 minutes focus on your cardio and find the heart rate zone as well. Find your own heart rate zone. After you do before. Okay, now we go into products. This is not to show you Audrey's lifestyle. To show you just ordinary cars. What do you do when you're about to prepare a long journey? What do you do to your car? Service, thank you. You send for service first. What else? What a service check? 3-point service, 10-point service, 15-point service, 13-point service. Is all single point you check, right? So apply the same concept for your workout. You need to prep your body before you pump, before you run, before you lift weights. What do you do before workout? Before workout, I would suggest you go for guarana tea. Drink guarana tea at least 30 minutes before your workout. So usually I will drink 1 glass of this and I go warm up. To prep my body, I'll warm up for about 20 minutes at least. 20 minutes warm up. Remember what Dr. Simon mentioned? What does guarana give us?
Without the side effect.
We give the energy without a side effect and more attention span. Yeah, 3 times better than coffee bean. Attention span longer. So we focus. When you lift weight, you need to focus, right? You can't be testing and lifting weight, right? Right? You need to focus, right? This will help you. And then, I strongly suggest NW as well as your pre-workout. Why NW? During workout, you need to pump in garlic plus, okay? Garlic plus after workout when you arrive home. During gym, no need garlic. NW will do. Because of the fundamental understanding of NW, what does it do to our bloodstream? What does it do to our arteries? Right? It will make our arteries flexible, more toned, allow to have more blood flow smoothly, right? So that will help you pump more oxygen. Make sense? When you have more oxygen means you have more strength. You need strength, and NW is a perfect tool to help you, help us do that. And why NW? Look at the age. In your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. 20s, your nitric oxide natural, you have very full tank of natural nitric oxide. When it comes to your 30s, 40s, 50s, it will slowly deplete. Based on the food you eat every day, more fats will accumulate, less nitric oxide. Make sense? It's important to have that. When it goes older, 60 plus, it gets to rupture as well. It's important to have NW as part of our supplements. And just for your knowledge, even outside retail store, they do promote nitric oxide, but different brands. Don't be alarmed, because if you promote this nitric oxide to the fitness people, they will know it. But you have to explain what is it.
What's the difference?
The difference is, good question, or you already asked what's the difference. Pay attention. Okay, now, I'll answer your question shortly. Now, CL7. CL7 is your during workout. Why is it important to have during workout? Because, what Dr. Sumo mentioned, we have vitamin B1, it gives you energy and also maintain your hydration. As you work out, you run, you join classes, right? Let's say you drink water, regular thing to do, right? You drink water. And this time we say we need NW, promote more oxygen, right? So when you drink more water instead, the water will dilute our blood. Make sense? Right? Hence, it will affect our oxygen level, and it will not help in terms of providing energy. Which is why this, Dr. Sumon said, not regular isotonic drink with hypotonic drink is important during workout. Who has experienced muscle cramp when you run? A lot of people, right? So even when we stretch, we get cramp as well. Simple stretching, simple yoga, pause there. When you do yoga, cannot move. Even when you stretch this leg, the toe just stay there for a while. Who has experienced that? Right? Very good, right? These are all not flexible. You need to have these products to give you more oxygen, to enhance more blood flow, to give you more carbohydrate, to sustain your workout. Does it make sense?
Yes.
And also, sodium is important. When we work out, when we pump, we lose a lot of sweat, hence we lose a lot of sodium. Right? You need to replace back and the carbohydrate. Yeah, don't be so afraid of the word carbohydrate. It's important. Right? Every single one of our customers who were not exposed to our meal plan, our coaching, first day on diet, they will cut carbs. Hence, no energy, feel lethargic, feel tired. You should not cut carbs. Because the whole CR7 is only very low calorie, even low sugar. Lesser than your bubble tea. Much lesser. And what about after workout? What do we take after workout?
Shake.
What shake? Be specific. We take Formula 1 sports after workout. It's important. Right? But during Dr. Sumon's sharing with us, which kind of protein absorb faster? What protein absorb faster? Still 5 minutes, huh? Whey and casein, protein is important. Whey and casein. And during my workout days when I was 18 years old, I used to buy 2 types of protein. Daytime, I take whey all day. Just before bed, I take casein protein. The same reason why, because casein is a slow release protein. When you sleep for the next 7 hours, you slowly produce protein for muscle recovery until the next morning, so that you have no experience more further muscle breakdown. Does it make sense? And now the best part is, we always talk about innovation, right? Herbalife supplements is all about technology, all about innovation, and we combine both in the program. You need to buy 2 parts. That's why I love about Formula 1 sports. But the difference is soy isolate and whey and casein. That's it. So for sports, right after gym, I always usually promote whey and casein protein because it absorbs faster. So when you work out, when you pump, when you run, your muscle don't grow during your workout. When does muscle grow? When you sleep. Thank you. When you sleep, muscle grow when you sleep. So sleeping is part of nutrition. You need to sleep to promote muscle growth. You need to sleep to promote renewal of good cells, and muscles are all cells. So imagine you work out at night, you drink the last serving of whey and casein, and you sleep. Does your muscle recover better? Right? This makes logical sense. And how fast should you drink this protein shake Formula 1 sports after your workout? What's the best time? The best time is 30 minutes. So you have seen a lot of other guys in the gym, once they work out, they will do their shit in the locker room. Right? Makes sense or not? Have you seen that scene before? It's a very common scenario in male locker room. I don't know about female locker room, I've not been inside. You can tell me. Does female locker room do the same? In the gym? Do they do shifts as well in the locker room?
No, they gossip.
Gossip. Gossip with the hair dryer. Okay, and now the best part is also glutamine. What Dr. Suma mentioned earlier. I used to buy a separate bottle of glutamine as well. I used to buy that to be taken also before sleep to prevent muscle breakdown, to promote volume. You want volume, you want to bulk up a bit volume, you take glutamine. And now the best part is innovation is all inside to promote that, right? And who has got lactose intolerant here? Cannot take dairy. Take dairy, milk, go to toilet immediately. Right? And this will help. Because it's very low in lactose. I'm also lactose intolerant, I can't take milk. So I take milk like a latte, the next minute I have to go to the toilet already. Right? You agree, right? This one no problem for me. I can testify that. So then, back to Audrey's question. What's the difference between our protein and other protein? Other protein in the retail store. The label shout out loud. 1 scoop, how many gram protein? 25 grams, 50 grams, 30 grams. Then you promote this to a trainer, 9 grams. Do you get the impression? You also not confidence, 9 grams. But my buy picked up 200 ringgit, 30 grams. How can you sell me this stuff, 200 ringgit, 9 grams? Right? And how do you counteract that? How do you mitigate that? Let's see how. So I use this story. Why the difference between a barber and a hair salon? When you go to an Indian barber, you cut hair the Indian barber, they use clipper, one standard technique, every single head shape, the same technique. Flat head, round head, big head, round head, same technique, correct? Make sense or not? When you go to the hair salon, the hairdresser will touch your head. Oh, your back of the head is flat, so I don't cut here so much. Or your forehead is high, you cannot go fringe. You have to keep long hair to see cover back your large hair-shaped face. We should call personalize, customize to your face shape, to your head shape. Make sense? And then, why you hire personal coaching? To learn techniques, to one-to-one be next to you to teach you the right technique so that you won't experience injury. Once you go injured, you'll be a chronic injury, lifetime. So don't go and pump yourself without knowing the technique. Then look at Google or YouTube, all this how we do. YouTube, all the Gaia Changi workout you follow. Right? Don't do that. Always ask a coach. Compared to this one, available a lot online. Agree? Right? Once you buy retail, you buy home, take home, nobody will coach you. And what is our difference? Same as L'Oreal. I told you I'm from L'Oreal, right? L'Oreal has got shampoo in salon and got shampoo in pharmacy. Both are L'Oreal. What's the difference? When you go to the pharmacy and buy this L'Oreal, you just open the cover, you smell, wow, it smells very good. I buy it. Not sure whether it's right for your hair type or not. It's not for your hair type, not for your scalp. What do you do? When you once you use that, too late, too rich, too flat, scalp too oily, because you buy this from a fragrance. You buy from salon, wow, again, the professional hairdresser will check your hair. Pull, check, or your hair not enough bounce, not enough elasticity. You need to use this to change that. Coaching. And we are famous for coaching. We're all wellness coaches here, correct? And that's why we are personalized. When it comes to personalized, to answer that 9 grams of protein, tell them, this is personalized protein powder for you. Not everyone would suit to take 30 grams of protein per serving. You imagine you take 3 servings per day, 90 grams. Can the body accept 90 grams of protein per day, plus on top of your natural food? It's impossible, right? That's why we're here to give you a customized plan to ensure your body is properly absorbed the right amount of protein. Does it make sense? Right? So, to calculate that, usually based on your body type, based on your growth, your goal in your physique, usually come from 1 to 1.6 gram to 2.2 gram per kilo of body weight. Let's say I'm 77 kg, so I have times in the middle, 1.8, 2.0. I get the full amount, the actual amount of protein I require per day, on top of our, which include our natural food. Okay, your chicken breast, your seafood is all protein as well. So put all that to ensure you get the right adequate protein requirement per day. That's why it is totally flexible. You add 1 to 3 scoops into your Formula 1 shakes. All good?
Yes.
And on top of that, apart from coaching, we have a scientists and doctors, PhDs, to back up our products. There's a big difference between us and retail brand. It's good enough already, right? We buy retail brand, you don't even know who are the backup scientists, who are the backup doctors who created this 30 gram or 50 gram of protein. We have no information on that. And this we have information are totally open for us to discover. Make sense? And most of all, the most beautiful part of our program is which all retail brands cannot give. Unable to give. I will tell my customer, try this program. In the 5th day or 6th day, in any day you're not happy at all, please refund to me out. Please return to me, I'll happily refund the protein to you. And this is what makes the difference. And we also have what other retail brand unable to provide is all these physics readings, and we can do that. Can we all do that now?
Yes.
Right? This makes a huge difference. When our customer look at all these numbers, they will trust us. The belief system in us will be raised, full. And to make sure they are on the right track, you need to know the muscle mass. Based on our coaching system now, we do not focus so much on the muscle mass and the physics reading, correct? Physics rating. Now let's take it one step further to understand the total mass, muscle mass, how much female require and how much male require, based on their age. And this number will give you the physics rating, which category you fall on, at. You fall in obese role, healthy role, or under fat role. Anybody is under fat here? Anyone under fat here? Right? So this is for you to also to further coach your customers. And now to share with you my personal routine on everyday basis. This is what I do. Breakfast, I always start with my arrow and go for my soy isolate shake as my breakfast. Now always mix with fiber. It's important, right? Because we need, how many grams do we need fiber per day? 25 to 30 grams per day, right? To get that in natural food, we need to eat like 6 apples per day. I think I'm very tired, you know. It's impossible to do that and no inulin, right? So mix that with your shake, and 4 to 5 p.m. just before my workout, I will take my Formula 1 sports, again with fiber. And then my pre-workout, my Guarana and NW, during workout and post-workout. Make sense here? Again, apply to individual differently. This is my routine. Okay? So what I like about this company and the whole system is about we all preach the same thing. Balanced nutrition, healthy lifestyle, and customized program. So always customize the right program for your clients. All good so far? And to show you my last video, to share with you what I'm doing now. In my 20s, when I work out, I just want to be beautiful. I just want to wear my slim cut jeans, my low waist jeans. Now in my 40s, my value has totally changed. I want to live longer, live healthier. Right? And make sure when I go to KLIA 2, if I take low-cost airline, I'm still able to walk without the assistance of buggy. No buggy, no tokat, okay? So please watch this video.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide.
Right? Like what Mario said, it's time to decide. So love yourself. You're only one body, only one. There's no two of us. Right? Love yourself more. Show yourself good nutrition. And first, I want to thank Audrey for giving me the platform to share my information. Thank you, Audrey. Had a great time. And the organizing team, we are very like busy selling us shakes, Elo and tea. First time I had this VIP treatment, thanks Audrey. And the translator. Right, what I like about our entire team, like we are not professional event organizer, but we made it happen. Right? And thank you all of you for paying attention. Thank you. The last segment, I like to take video because I'm very active in social media, so you guys can follow me later on my Instagram. So this is going to be a video live on my IG. Right, I'm going to film all of you here. This is what I do usually at the end of my